You're listening to The Manning Report with your host, James David Manning. The news behind the headlines.
So I'm starting a movement here today. Will you join me to get Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and Cory Booker and Pete Buttigieg and all the rest of them to say, no, we're not going to campaign to be the nominee. We want to launch a national campaign to expose that Tribulation Trump was inaugurated illegally. He should be unseated. And the winner, the true winner of the 2016 election, Hillary Rodham Clinton, should be seated. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let you listen to some excerpts coming from Meet the Press, one of the oldest running television programs in the history of television. Meet the Press was started in 1947, and it's been meeting the press and bringing America news and information for the last 72 years. Right now, it is hosted by Chuck Todd on MSNBC television. Now, Chuck Todd is going to point out several items within the Mueller report that he has read that demonstrates unequivocally that it invalidates Trump's presidency. Mr. Engineer, please run that clip.
In so many ways, the rollout reflected the divisions in this country. It was a tale of two reports, or more accurately, two tales of one report, with a divided public free to choose its version of the truth. On one hand, there was President Trump and his supporters high-fiving, celebrating with the help of the president's new attorney general, who framed the report before its release as an exoneration of a frustrated and angry president. On the other hand, there was the report itself, which at 448 pages, including many redactions, is a far cry from the president's favorite misleading no collusion, no obstruction soundbite. It describes a campaign eager to accept the help of a hostile foreign power, Russia, and a president who later worked furiously to obstruct the investigation. In fact, Mr. Trump may have been saved from a formal obstruction charge by aides who saved him from himself. The Mueller team writes, the president's efforts to influence the investigation were mostly unsuccessful, but that is largely because the persons who surrounded the president declined to carry out orders or accede to his requests. Then there is this now iconic closing sentence. While this report does not conclude that the president committed a crime, it also does not exonerate.
Now, Mr. Engineer, just pause right there. That within itself, and Mueller wrote that, it says that it does not conclude a crime, however, it does not exonerate. Yet William Barr, the Attorney General, and Trump and all of the people on Fox News are all saying 100% exoneration. I mean, I guess you can just say that the Trump supporter is just a fool. They're just prostitutes. They are sick racists, because the report that says the man is not exonerated yet on Fox News, and Trump himself and Bill Barr is saying 100% exoneration. I mean, would you think anybody could be that disingenuous that people could actually lie to your face when the report says he was not exonerated, yet Fox News and white people are saying he was completely exonerated? It's sickening. These people are sick. Continue, Mr. President, Mr. Engineer.
And that gives ammunition to both sides of the Trump divide, but one that is likely to cloud the president's reputation whether or not he is reelected.
We need the whole report, including the underlying documents, unredacted.
The 448-page report details an aggressive and ultimately successful attempt by Vladimir Putin to interfere in the 2016 election and destabilize the United States.
I have nothing to do with Russia. I know from having been on the campaign that there was no contact with Russians, no discussion with Russians.
But the report lays out scores of links between the Russian government and the Trump campaign,
right there,
among them.
I mean, the report is clear. 141 contacts between Trump's campaign and Russian officials regarding helping Trump win. And the report also uses the language of sweeping and systematic and a successful attempt of Russia to place Trump into office. Yet Mueller says there's no collusion or criminal conspiracy. I'll cover that in another segment. This is a bit of a news blog we do, looking at spiritual wickedness in high places for the most part, making some observations about it and giving people a biblical foundation to the way of interpreting, rather than have Sean Hannity or Laura Ingraham or Janine Pirro or Anderson Cooper or Rachel Maddow or Don Lemon, Rush Limbaugh interpret what's going on in the world. You come to me and I'll tell you based on what the Word of God says. They'll just give you their worldly, sinful view. But the Manning Report will tell you what God has said, whether to say yea or nay, whether to go or to stay. You'll be led by the word of Almighty God. Come to the Manning Report on a daily basis to interpret the spiritual wickedness in high places, because there's plenty of it that's going on. And so I'm the Lord's servant, James David Righteous Rebel Manning, and I'm here to serve you with news and information.